Before their launch in October 2007, ESA astronaut Paolo Nespoli and his crewmates knew that a complex mission with a tight schedule was ahead of them. But on flight day 8, a damaged solar array changed the course of the whole Hesperia mission. The launch of Europe's Columbus laboratory was due in several weeks, and without a full set of solar arrays, it wouldn't get the power it needed. A dedicated spacewalk was designed and added to the timeline on flight day 12. In a spectacular operation, astronaut Scott Parazinski repaired the torn solar array with tools made from materials available on board while strapped to a robotic arm. Italian ESA astronaut Paolo Nespoli was a key player in the operation, coordinating the spacewalk from inside the shuttle and helping to build the necessary tools. Days earlier, the astronauts had accomplished the most important task of their mission, the unloading and attachment of the European-built Node 2. ISS commander Peggy Whitson and ESA astronaut Paolo Nespoli were the first to enter the new element.
I'd like to thank everybody that has worked hard in making this possible and allowing the space station to be built even further and preparing the place for the Columbus laboratory, the European laboratory, and the Japanese laboratory.
Node 2 is a vital component because it allows construction of the International Space Station to continue. It'll be a connecting point for Europe's Columbus laboratory and the Japanese Kibo laboratory, and will also be a docking port for the space shuttle. The importance of the ISS program for both Europe and Italy was underlined by an in-flight call from the Italian President Giorgio Napolitano to Commander Pam Melroy and ESA astronaut Paolo Nespoli. Hugging their goodbyes, the astronauts knew that they had accomplished an outstanding feat. Their work had enlarged the ISS considerably and very visibly. Not only had they added new working and living space to the ISS, they also ensured that the Columbus laboratory would get the power it needed. After Paolo Nespoli and the rest of the shuttle crew landed, the astronauts remaining on board the ISS carried out 3 more spacewalks to move Node 2 and get it ready to receive the next stage of the ISS, Europe's Columbus laboratory. This has now been installed in the cargo bay of the Space Shuttle Atlantis, ready for launch. 2 European astronauts will deliver the European Columbus laboratory to the ISS on this historical space mission. During his 12-day mission to the ISS, ESA astronauts Hans Schlegel will undertake 2 spacewalks to install the laboratory.
The main objective is to bring up to Columbus, to the International Space Station, adapt it, connect it to the International Space Station, activate it, check it out, and do experiments from then on in Columbus.
His colleague, Leopold Eharts, will oversee the installation and the startup of Columbus and its scientific facilities during a 2-month stay on board the station. Top of the list are the biology experiment WICO and the physics experiment GeoFlow.
The first one will be integrated in the biolab scientific rack, and the other one will be integrated in the FSL, which is a fluid science scientific rack. So of course this is a very beginning, and the main objective of this mission is to prepare the module and its scientific racks for the future payloads.
Although Columbus is the smallest ISS laboratory, it has the same scientific, power and data handling capacity as the other larger laboratories owned by the USA, Russia and Japan.
Columbus is a very condensed module. This is actually a module where you have all the systems for supporting life and work on board, but there are also a room for science and research.
It'll arrive in space with 4 science facilities pre-installed so that experiments can start immediately. Once in place, the laboratory will begin to bear the fruits of Europe's investment in the International Space Station program.
This is just the logic development, the next step. Having a manned laboratory science on station around the year, with the capability of doing experiments around the year.
To play an important part in space station operations and contribute to its running costs, ESA has also developed the Automated Transfer Vehicle, or ATV. Built by European industry, the ATV will be launched in early 2008, ferrying supplies and scientific experiments to the ISS. It'll stay attached for 6 months before carrying waste away from the station in a controlled destructive re-entry over the Pacific Ocean. Throughout Europe, thousands of people have worked to provide crucial components, develop computers and software, and build modules for the International Space Station. Together, they've shown that Europe is an important player in today's spaceflight arena and is already reaping the rewards of investment in research, technology, and development.